Calling to order the Town of East Hampton Inland Wetlands and Watercourse Agency regular meeting of Wednesday, September 24th, 2025. The time is 6:32 p.m. Second item on our agenda is a seating of alternates, which we have none. Third item on our agenda is an approval of minutes from our August 27th, 2025 regular meeting.
I move that we approve the minutes as written. All second.
Thank you. Any motions are made and seconded to approve our minutes from August 27th, 2025. Any other comments or questions? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstaining? So moved, unanimous. Fourth item on our agenda will be communications. Are there any? I don't know if there's any communications.
We did get communications, that's in your packet, it has to do with, one of the applications, the subject of a public hearing. Since we had received emails that the chairman was copied on, I have to disclose that so that we don't have a violation there of the process. So you've gotten those, and the response from, I added to your packet today, the response from, from WPCA, so they're in the record for when
Okay.
we have the public hearing. So that's the only communications we've had. As far as enforcement goes, as you know, Mark isn't here anymore, so I'm playing catch up with some of the open zoning enforcement that are already in that citation process, so I can't drop the ball.
Sure.
So there's a little bit higher on my priority. I did go down to 13 North Main to make sure that all the landscaping was in, but the row of arborvitaes in the back are actually every single one of them dead. Nice healthy weeds growing up around them, but I have to get a hold of them to get those replaced. But you know, the basin looks pretty alive with vegetation, so that's okay. And he did address there's some rocks there to stop runoff from getting into that basin, or if it does, it's going to go through those rocks. So as far as the 81 North Main, the restaurant, I was going to refer to the attorney, but I think I'm going to go through on the zoning side, the citation process.
Sure.
But I guess I could do both, but I think I've never really done that, hit them with a wetland citation and a zoning citation, so I'll look into that, but I haven't heard back from any other engineers, so I do have to do that, but I think I'll use that as sort of an example to show the new person coming in how to go through that process, so I'll start with that one, I promise. That's the only other. I did stop down to 47 in Walnut, that was fine. You know, where they filled it in and have the fill up and pulled it back, so that was good. That's it for our pending ones. I do want to address one single place at one point with the, encroachment into the wetlands down there, and just having them come back in for a site plan modification to let us know exactly what's happening in the building.
Thank you. That's communication and enforcement. Next item number 4 is public comments. So we can open up the floor to public comments. We ask that they be made brief and not relate to any agenda items. Okay. No. Okay. Moving on to item number 5 was agent approval. URA IW 25026 TS Minor Enterprises 26 Waterview Circle, construct a retaining wall in the upper review area, map 3, block 44, lot 65.
That was approved. It's just a new trailer that was a replacement trailer. It built it up a little bit more. They raised the pad of the trailer, and so they're installing a retaining wall around the base of the trailer, essentially. It's across the street from the lake. Very little chance of
So it was sitting on a pad previously, and they're
I
just
think they just I don't know, they grade it around the pads to sort of slope it down or.
Okay.
I thought it was just going on the existing pad, but to me, it looked like it came up.
Right, thank you. Item number 6 on the agenda, public hearings. We have 2 of them. I think we have a communication about these. Didn't we receive one in the last minute?
Yeah, so we got a communication for both of them that the applicant has not made any progress with the applications. I guess the surveyor's been on vacation for several weeks, and so they haven't had time to compile the information that you had asked for, or to update the maps properly, or address some of the comments that I had. So they asked that the public hearings for actually both 25029 and 25030 be opened and immediately continued. And unfortunately, I know there's probably people in the room here to comment, but if the applicants aren't present, then public comment can't occur because the applicant isn't here to respond. So we can't allow, unfortunately, public comment on that, but the public hearing will officially be open so that we can receive, you can send me written letters or something like that if you wanted to get something in before you had a chance to speak at the next meeting.
I recognize that you have your hand up, but there's no, this isn't,
I'm not asking for comments, just a clarification. What item are you on? What is?
so we're gonna go into, IW 25029 is the next, is the next.
I don't have the agenda.
Oh, it's, Belltown 30 Long Crossing. So,
The test well for 30 Long Crossing.
so we'll start with IW 25029 Belltown 30 LLC, 30 Long Crossing, drill 3 test wells for future community water system and wetlands in upland review area. Map 12, block 36, block 39.
I did give you some motion.
Yeah, as Juliet said, we had a request for continuance of this, but we do need to open the public hearing. Because the applicant, I assume the applicant is not here. Nope, okay, so not seeing the applicant here, either here or online. We'll, first, I guess, make a motion. I'll just do this. I'll make a motion to open and immediately continue the public hearing for application IW 25029 of Belltown 30 LLC for the drilling of 3 test wells on 30 Long Crossing Road next to, and have the public hearing continue to the next regularly scheduled meeting on Wednesday, October 14th, 2025 at 6:30 p.m. in room 107 in the town hall and via Zoom.
I second.
Motion's made.
Sorry, it's October 29th. You know, the
October 29th.
29th,
I'm gonna revise my,
both of those, 29th.
yeah, my motion to reflect that the next regular meeting is on Wednesday, October 29th. Are you agree?
I resecond, yeah.
Motion's made and seconded to continue the public hearing to our next regularly scheduled meeting. Any of those, any questions or comments or questions? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? So moved unanimous. So our next item on the agenda is IW 25030 Taylor Rand 45 Long Hill Road. 3-lot residential subdivision, wetlands and upland review area, map 06, block 12, lot 7A, and map 06, block 12, lot 7B. Again, the request was made by the applicant to continue this for the next regularly scheduled meeting, including the public hearing. So I'll make a motion to open, immediately continue the public hearing for application IW 25030 Taylor Rand for a 3-lot subdivision on the property located at 45 Long Hill Road to the next regularly scheduled meeting on Wednesday, October 29th, 2025 at 6:30 p.m. in room 107 in the town hall and the Zoom.
Did you just want
I
to
need a
do
second.
site plan? Oh,
Hey.
site-
I second.
Thank you.
Sorry,
Yes, any comments or questions?
did you want to schedule, are you gonna do a site walk on that one?
I don't think we,
We don't have any
We don't have,
finished plan or.
we don't have a complete application.
No, I just curious if you wanted to do it before the next,
I always like doing a site walk, but you're right, we need a map.
you have a map. You have a map.
I do have a map.
But you can't
But
read
we're
anything.
We're not
on
sure what
this
they're
wall.
doing.
Did they revise the map
Can
since
you
last
read
time?
that?
I think it was,
No, that's fine, I like.
Yeah.
No, they weren't proposing to revise the map, you had asked for additional.
Okay.
Reports and information, I'm gonna, we can get you a full-size map. Well, but. Have that electronically. But,
We've been for a sidewalk.
we can schedule a sidewalk, if people have availability. Evenings are getting difficult now, so I think it's gonna have to be on the weekend.
Calendar.
I'm sorry,
Would you accept a procedural question?
we're in the middle of this application right now, so I don't know if it's, does it relate to this.
I've talked about your meeting. Those of us who saw tonight, it would have been beneficial if it was posted online.
we just got it.
So, yeah,
After hours, yeah.
okay, that's understandable.
Yep.
In the future, we should be able
I
to
mean,
make sure for the next
think-
meeting that people will be present and be able to post that if they're not, for those of us that, you know, public that have made, you know, arrangements to be here. And also for the next meeting, would you please put all the information in? This on your agenda, so accompany the agenda so that the public doesn't have to come and say, yeah, I have a map, the map should be there to be referenced by the public.
It's on all of the application material was posted on the website.
It's on the agenda with the agenda, because when I went to the agenda, I didn't see anything but the agenda, not.
The application.
Wasn't attached. It could just be my error, but I don't believe it was attached.
Well,
And I'm just.
it's
point of
attached
reference,
under the
Middletown,
meeting
where I
itself.
live, that's what they do. They attach everything so that every citizen I can go out and look at.
Yeah, I think to your point, I think that all our material that we have, we're looking at should be online somewhere. And if it's not, I would say that
You click on the meeting itself and then it has all.
Yeah, it's all there.
And how did you click on that though? When I was on the agenda.
So this is the main page, you go to boards and commissions,
Yeah.
and then this one's wetlands. And then today's date. And then.
Okay.
all the-
maybe it's kind of a, could we put something on that page to a point? That points to go to the calendar, because it's not immediately obvious. So,
If you attach it to the agenda page, then it's visible.
I mean,
That's
that's
how I
how
see
this
it.
way too, the main page.
right on our calendar in that way, but
To go into this, so I'm just like giving you some feedback on how your
no, I appreciate that.
website works. And that it would be more accessible, or easily accessible, if it were attached to the actual agenda.
If you click,
Because that's where I went into the actual agenda.
if you click as it, go back to our main page. Yeah.
Here, and down and click and.
No, but I want, go to boards and commission and then go
Or
to,
just an IWW meeting, if you click on that, does it take you to the?
Get it two different ways, you can get it from the main page going that way. Which links you here, or the agenda. The agenda is,
the agenda's in that package there.
and then you can go to boards and commissions, and then get this way as well.
But then, if you,
Yes,
one more way, go back to the homepage. So we're just making sure it's available for the public. How soon? Between now and October, well, scroll down.
What does the IT department say? And I'll apply and hurry back.
Yeah. Scroll down. I think what Megan was asking, if you click on IWWA meeting, what is that?
Yeah, does that bring you to all the documents?
Oh, this.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Where is your agenda? Did you bring it to the agenda? That's what I was looking at. And it's not to be attached. So what I'm suggesting was, if they're with that, then maybe the public would more. rather than find it. Like, I didn't even see what you just pointed out, so I appreciate you doing.
yeah, so I wonder. Because that link is just, for the event.
Open the agenda.
I know, but we don't, we,
File would need to be.
Right. so I think,
That link added the agenda to the item numbers that are on it.
It's already there twice.
I think if we put the agenda, also put the agenda in that, I think usually it's in that whole documentation.
Oh, in that same place, yeah.
Is it in there?
Usually at the top, it
Yeah.
was revised, we got the last minute submission, so
I know what you said, the way we talked about.
I
it, how
totally
we did
get
it in Ledger, but in your PDF, in your agenda document, you have live links to all of the folders that are that.
So I think as a point of order,
It would be, whatever your organization is, agendas and minutes, you click on that, agendas would pop up, minutes would pop up. You wouldn't have to go through all of those steps. I still don't, I'm gonna go and study it, but I still don't know how you got to that point. So it just seems like it would be more beneficial to the public to just go to the agenda and then there's your text.
Yeah.
I did,
so are we,
We can do a site walk.
yeah,
Early Saturday morning.
You can come over here and have a look.
can't do. Actually, I can do the board early.
I can't do the fourth.
I'll be out of.
I can
I
do
would
the,
do.
what about the 11th?
11th is, I'm open.
I could do the 11th.
Good.
Yeah.
We want to do it at 8 AM,
Good. No.
8:30?
Oh,
What time does the sun come up?
Now it's not the late anyway.
I think. 8:30?
8:30. That works.
Oh, we could do 8:30, okay. So,
And I did have a question too, like if we were to request an independent review, do we do that now or do we do that at the next time? Of the wetlands, you
well, I
know,
mean, if we,
do we need to give them time to prepare for that?
think that, and, to have a third party review, I
Yeah.
think we could have them, we could request that
At any time?
at any time.
So now that it's open, we could request that.
Yes, yeah, we could request it today, or we could,
Okay,
you know, or we can request it at the next meeting, but it's usually better to get someone on board, earlier, you know, to the permitting process, so.
You guys never voted on the continuing it.
I know, we're still
oh,
discussing.
I had a question
okay.
about, yeah, I had a question about if we wanted to request an independent review of the wetlands, do we do that now? Or do we do that at the next meeting?
No, cause I need to get on that.
Well, we do that now to give more lead time, right?
Yeah.
Well, I would be in favor of requesting that.
I would also be in favor of
The
that.
report just says it's a degraded wetland.
Mhm.
But they've
It
done a
doesn't
lot
tell
of
you.
site work next door that, you know, it
Well-
doesn't tell you a story, it's just
Right,
tells you how it's
right.
current conditions.
Mhm.
So I would be very interested in a third party review of that.
Well, so I think, right now the motion on the table is to continue, but I think we're scheduling a public hearing as part of that. Public sidewalk
Yeah, that's separately.
after we approve the motion. Okay. Should we amend the motion to have a higher, well, we'll do it.
You can do it as part of this motion, I guess.
Use sub motions.
No, cause you have to open.
Part A, part B.
Robert's rule, I know.
That, you can open the public hearing. Just open the public hearing, request those two documents or the sidewalk and the.
The third party review
And
and
then make
then
a motion to continue.
continue.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna strike immediately continue for my motion. You're okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna just open the public hearing at this point. And I have a second. So all those in favor of opening the public hearing, say aye. Aye. Any opposed, any abstentions? Okay, so then we're looking for two motions, one for a sidewalk and one for a third party review.
I'll move that we open arrange a site walk for the Long Hill Road property cited on IW 25030 for the morning of October 11th at 8:30. Be open to the public.
Thank you. Motion made and second to schedule a site walk for October 11th at 8:30 AM.
kind of the public can't really discuss things, but
Yeah, so sidewalks are just an opportunity to view the site and the conditions and ask
the applicant.
the applicant for some clarifications on what is that part actually the application, but without asking any questions that go through here.
All you can ask is, on this map, where is that tree? Is that this tree? That's the kind of thing you can ask. Can't ask much,
Why are you putting the house here?
anything else.
Right, yeah. No. So motion made and seconded. Any other comments or questions?
Yeah, I would like to make a motion
Oh,
to.
we gotta vote on this one.
Oh, this one, no, sorry.
I thought you had-
No further comments or questions. All those in favor? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the abstention, so moved unanimously. Okay.
That's
Now
recurring.
you
Okay,
can-
now,
Yeah.
I'd like to make a motion that we have an independent review of the wetlands impact. To see the changes over time, because the current report is just stating that it's currently degraded.
I'll second that.
I second, yeah.
Do it. Motion's made and seconded to continue, to request a third party review for this application. Any other comments or questions? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? So moved unanimously. So I'll make a motion that we continue the public hearing for our next regularly scheduled meeting on Wednesday, October 14, 2025. 29th. Road up there, 29th, 2025 at 6:30 PM in room 107 in the town hall and via Zoom.
And then I would just announce again, if members of the public who were here tonight wanted to submit anything in writing, since the public hearing has now been opened, you may submit documents to me if you want me to incorporate into it.
If we can get a packet so that every member receives it.
So you can just send it to me and we can make copies of it.
And it would, we normally read it into the minutes of that meeting if you're not here.
Motion made and seconded to continue the public hearing until our next regularly scheduled meeting. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? So moved unanimously. Gets us through those public hearings. We move on to item 7, old business. There is none. Item 8, we have new business. 8A, IW 25031, WPCA Barbara Avenue upgrade of existing pump station and site grade within wetlands in upland review area, map 19, block 45, lot.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry.
Do I have to request that now, the extra reviews, we get it straight wrapped up?
Yeah, you can't do that for the.
No. Well, I don't think we can see it, so we should-
This was the one time. Okay, but please,
So, Barbara Ave is located off,
even,
Anthony Simone, joint, administrator for the joint facilities, town of Hampton and Colchester.
thank you.
This pump station is located in the town of East Hampton. It's off, Barbara Ave at the intersection with, I think it's Myrtle Road. Pump station's been there since 1980. We have a pretty steep slope where our wet well is. We've almost had operators fall into the wet well. It's about 20 feet deep, full of sewage. So, we changed out the pumps, and in the process of doing this, we want to, put this operator health and safety issue to bed and level the site.
Is this the one where we see you previously? No.
You've seen me previously for other applications. That was Pine Trail. That one's actually
Pine Trail.
done, but
That was, okay, that was the emergency.
So I believe you guys received 2 sets of plans, the second of which shows a lot less impact to the wetlands, you know, won't disturb as much of the area. This is that,
We're not in the wetlands at all.
I'm the upland review area, sorry.
We're only in the upland.
I would have suggested this go to you, Josh, as an approval, since it's a town project, but it's within 25 feet, so our regulations say the designated agent can't do it. I assume that means
Either of us.
both of us.
Good for that. Okay. Using some regrading.
Yeah, we're gonna regrade it basically up to the wetland, but we're not gonna go.
Really want to bring this.
And you're basically just gonna seed all the area that you disturbed, right?
Correct, yep. Juliet and I did do a site walk of the area.
Are you bringing Phil in?
Yeah, well, that's like,
Do you know approximately how much?
I don't know what the top for top of it. We brought it, it's not a lot. Substantial rate change. What would be? If I were to guess. 5 yards, maybe 10. Somewhere in that range.
And this will definitely just make it easier, right?
It's an operator safety issue.
Yeah, yeah.
Safety issue.
There's also a section, if you go into your mechanical setup plans, it shows the section of what's there and then what we're proposing back.
Is there other?
It's like a deli slice through the middle of the station. You can go to the, you wanna go to the mechanical. plans, I think. So, yeah, I don't know if you can see the big screen here, but this is existing. Stuff. Like when my son jumps between the chairs in the car, and my car goes nuts. Like, but stop moving, you're gonna get the car like that. Well, I'm drawing M1, if you have that, there you go. That's, yeah, that's M2, but go back one. There we go. Yeah, so this kind of shows you what's there. We're gonna be taking off a riser section. That's basically just an access hatch or submersible pumps are in the basement there. Now go to the next one. We're putting in a straight hatch, so a straight riser section with a hatch on top. And we've got roughly 2.5 to 3 feet of grade change right there, just at the structure. This just levels everything, so it's no longer an icing hazard, a tripping hazard. One of the good things that this actually does is if for whatever reason this were to fail, this is the low spot, so it would overflow into the wetland. This prevents it so that this would not be the overflow zone. We've never had any overflows, it's another benefit.
This is for personnel safety.
Yeah.
Yeah, I move we accept and approve application,
No, just
not
You have to classify.
what,
yeah, so wait.
I was assuming you were gonna classify this not significant,
but yeah,
make a motion to classify it as that and continue it to the next meeting.
okay, so I move that we, accept,
Receive the application.
receive the application, as the disturbance is not significant, and we continue it to our next regularly scheduled meeting, October 29th. 2025.
I'll second that.
Motion's made and second to accept, receive the application and continue the next regular scheduled meeting. Any other comments or questions? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
None.
Hi,
Aye. Any opposed? So moved. Any abstentions? So moved unanimous. Thank you. All right, 8A, IW 25032, Paul Langra, 88 Young Street, install culvert under Woods Road across section of wetlands for access to rear lot, map 21, block 52, lot 22C.
So this is that resolution of the enforcement matter. I was, I believe the timber harvest application will be resubmitted. I did talk to somebody late this afternoon. But we don't have it right now, so I did receive, the modified site plan, met with the engineer and Mr. Allegra. The details of the culvert are on the site plan, and the site plan does also, because it's gonna be used for the timber harvest application as well. It does talk about how the area would be stabilized to be able to support the trucks, because if you recall, one of the engineers said that the culvert in its current condition would not support heavy trucks. So they're gonna ramp up to the culvert area with gravel and then put the timber mats on top of it, so that the trucks can get across. And then on the desk there, I left you pictures of the area now, which is now completely
last time we thought it was frozen.
Yeah,
completely stabilized at this point, so I'm not sure I would
Yeah,
recommend ripping it up at this point.
completely. So the property line issues have been resolved?
Yeah, they will be. The only condition, like I said, that the official either easement for access over there or a full lot line adjustment with those deeds. So we still need to have those deeds. So I would just suggest that if, when you do make a motion to approve at your next meeting, because I'll have to hold it for the 30 days, that the condition be that those documents and maps be filed within 50 days or something.
again, this is
You can pull up, I mean, I don't know if you want to see the map on the board.
a new application, so it's just, this is one just need to receive and continue, I think, right?
Yeah, but we never really actually got a complete application before or assigned it a number or got payment, so.
Right, yeah, I'm just
we're
saying,
effectively,
Right,
we're not making a decision tonight on it.
right.
so you can see that there's the detail of the culvert and the section and then.
Yeah.
Scroll down, I think there's notes about. I think it's probably under. Yeah, there's. We have both of them on that. One. The other drawing shows. Yeah.
We do want to see.
There, it talks about the timber mats, how big they'll be and whatnot. Going across and the ramp up with the gravel.
Do we have the engineer's report about the?
It's in the packet there.
Okay,
This Paul,
oh.
Davis. Knowles,
Well, there's,
David Knowles.
there's one engineer report that said it wasn't suitable for the trucks. The solution is. Shown on this map, this plan to put the gravel and the mats down. So the timber harvest go forward.
That's to reinforce the culvert without removing it, right, essentially.
Just for the harvest. But I met with, Mr. Martucci. Who did this recent plan showing the details of the culvert.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't think we needed another report from him, it was just providing, I wanted the details of it on the sheet itself.
But going forward, after the timber harbors, this,
Culvert will still remain, the mats will come off.
right, but will the road be still in use?
As access, I mean, the lot isn't buildable.
Yeah, it's not gonna be having trucks. Pickup truck, we having trucks running across it. Yeah, that's my only issue with the engineering report, there's no large vehicles.
How large is
Ford
large?
F-150,
It's large,
where
somebody's dual might be a little bit too much for it, but you know, a RAV4 might not be. We don't want to see any further damage to the wetland other than what's already there and obviously stable.
Right.
But, I'd like to have some sort of guidelines on what is and is not suitable, right?
Yeah, he doesn't give the weight limit or anything like that. It might be a good thing to know.
Yeah.
The vehicles there, do they need to be removed?
How you would,
Can they stay there?
you typically,
Can you, stand up and state your name for the record, since
Oh, here we go.
look out here whether or not mats could stay there. I mean,
And the bridge and mats stay in place? Can they stay there? Does it matter if they stay there or can stay there?
typically,
They're typically a temporary measure to
Right.
grant access for a short period of time while work's being completed.
Because this report says not recommended to cross the pipes with any large vehicles, which is subjective, without installing fill and or timbers, and I'm assuming that,
And a logging company is gonna
So-
work them back probably.
so,
yeah,
right, so at this point, I think, at this point, we're approving a temporary timber matting across, if you
well, we're continuing it to next
will
month.
continue, yes.
Yeah, I suppose you can come back with the, I mean,
If you modified and said you wanted to keep
it
the
needs
timber,
to be 12 inches of fill or gravel on top
on top.
to make it.
that also.
A little over.
What says here, Phil?
Weight limit.
Fill
Oh,
or
engineer,
timber,
right?
That 12 inches would be suitable for probably a personal vehicle, and if the engineer would let us know that.
right,
The mats are being put in place for any kind of commercial use,
because it
and when
says,
they're removed. the-
Weight limit fee.
Well, the weight limit would be probably personal vehicles, no commercial vehicles. Even in that, we could put that as far as equipment too, because.
If you said 12 inches, 18 inches of soil, and gravel over the top, of that, would that be better? Peter?
well, this
Well,
report is
that
saying
would be
fill
up
or
to an
timbers.
engineer as far, I'm just saying, we gotta, distinguish between a logging company using commercial vehicles, and when you want access to your property, a personal vehicle, like a car or a truck, would probably be suitable, but no commercial vehicles.
Nothing, yeah.
And I don't know how we would put that in there.
Yeah, it's just that your engineer doesn't say.
right, so.
He just says
doesn't
large
say how many
vehicles, so.
inches of fill, he doesn't say
It's
what's
not,
the weight, I mean, is it a golf
It's
cart,
more
any other thing
specifics.
other than a golf cart, a heavy vehicle, I don't know.
why can't I talk?
So you could have
Specific.
Yeah,
It's
so-
very hard to say.
So I think,
Say
again,
what would be needed to be able to accommodate,
I'd like to see that.
certain weight vehicles.
so right now, the application in front of us is for. To approve the pipes that are in place. And if any temporary matting. Any temporary crossing for commercial vehicles, or quote, large vehicles needs to be addressed. It's temporary, so if you're asking for a permanent solution, then we need to have that as stated directly in the application.
Further details, talk to your engineer about it.
Right. So
yes.
if you choose that you're not, it's gonna remain temporary, we still wanna know from the engineer. What does he classify as large vehicle? For those particular pipes.
Very good.
Okay.
Very good. Thank you so much.
All right, we,
So we need a motion.
yes, please.
So I move that we continue the application IW dash 25 dash 032 to our next regular meeting on Wednesday, October 29th, 2025.
All second.
Motion's made and seconded to continue IW 25032 to our next regularly scheduled meeting. October 29th. Any other comments or questions? Hearing none, all those in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed, any abstentions, so moved unanimous. Item 9 on our agenda, we return to public comments. Open the floor to the public. Ask the comments be made brief and not relate to any agenda items. So, sure, we can.
Go ahead, Donna.
Thank you. Chairman, point of order. It was my understanding, and a few of us that are on this call today, that the two public hearings can't continue if the applicant is not present. If you could define present for us, please, because there is, I believe, Mr. Wayne Rand is on line right now, but not in the room. So does that mean the applicant has to be in the room for the meeting, or he can be only online?
No, I think that point's moot because the applicant requested a continuation.
And he wasn't
And he
here
wasn't here when,
at that point.
at the time when we were opening and closing the public hearing, so.
Okay,
Sure.
I absolutely understand that there's been a continuation, but generally, does an applicant have to be in the room, or
Yeah.
can the applicant be online?
No, the applicant, it's present online or in the room.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
Any other?
I'll just say here, because didn't find a better place, the November 17 meeting is looking like I won't be able to make it, and we'll probably be in the midst of a public hearing, so.
November 17th?
Yeah, we're,
Oh, because of the
Because of
holiday.
Thanksgiving, yeah.
Yeah. That's a Monday?
Yeah. So Wednesday, I might have the date wrong, but. I thought it
Okay,
was
so we're talking about the 19th.
The 19th, okay.
yeah, the 19th is,
November 19th, yeah, so.
should we go on the calendar? Still the 26th.
Yeah, I won't be able to. I'll be baking
Actually, I'm gonna be sailing
on Sunday, Wednesday before
No.
Thanksgiving.
but not that, we're not Wednesday
Okay,
night.
so you're saying.
I probably won't be.
We will
Um,
miss you dreadfully.
so I think that means 1,
Do
2,
you have a forum?
3, 4, we'll have, if the 4 of us are here, we'll have.
Point of order, Mr. Chairman, my mic is still live.
Well, just don't talk on it. Or cough. All right, any other comments from the commission or from the public? No, all right, hearing none, motion to adjourn would be accepted.
I'll move.
I'll make a
So-
motion
Oh, wait, yes, go ahead, make a motion.
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
All right, we should sing happy birthday. You want us to sing happy birthday to you? No, happy birthday to you. Not on the record.
Birthday, because I better
All
round up
all
now.
in favor?
All those in favor of adjourning, say aye.
Aye.
Yeah, opposed, any abstentions, so moved unanimous.
But if it's like a celebratory,